Okay. On the screen, what exactly you are seeing? On the screen, what you are seeing?
Joints in
Hmm?
Joint.
Pardon?
joints in concrete.
Joints in concrete. Okay, na? So yesterday till this portion we have completed, na? So we have completed extensibility. Shruti madam, are you there or not?
Yes, sir. Yes,
हाँ,
sir, I'm there.
थोड़ा इंटरेक्ट करो ना, जोर से बात करो.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So extensibility yesterday we have completed. Okay. So now in this class we'll start with the joints in construction concrete. Joints. ये joints क्या होता है? Can you see this diagram? Whenever there is a concrete surface has been cut or has been incomplete in the previous day and the next day you want to continue. So that time what will form? Can you tell me what is going to form?
Cracks.
Cracks, hello, joints. What will happen? What you can see,
Joint.
Baba,
Joint.
yesterday you have completed that work, but today you want to start again. So that time like this, can you see? Yesterday till this portion they have completed, and today they are going to do this one. So somehow you are going to see what? Joints. Yes or no? You tell me now.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Everyone should tell me.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
we
sir.
start the theory portion. Construction joint. What do you mean by construction joints? Construction joints ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ क्या मतलब है? अगर yesterday आपने कुछ इधर तक काम किया, ये आज काम कर रहे तो there will be one joint. There will be one joint that is called as a construction joint. That is called as a construction joint. Is that clear?
Yes,
Clear or not? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
generally ये अभी construction joint जो भी आ रहा है ना, the construction joint where it should come, where load or bending moment should be maximum or load bending moment or deflection should be minimum, where that joint should come. Ah,
where the minimum.
wherever bending moment shear force is minimum, no, in that position you plan in a such a way. Okay, na? So the joint should come in that one. But after the construction you should finish it completely so that construction joint is not there. These are typical types of construction joint. These are typical type of construction joint. This is yesterday concrete. So till this portion you have done. So this will be your new work, no? So that time this type of joint will come. If the structure is like this, it is called as butt type joint. If any bars have been inserted for old as well as new work, so then that type is called as butt joint with dowel bars. Can anyone tell me? Amrut Mane, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ? ಸಿಯರ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ರೂಡ್ ಬಸವರಾಜ್, ದಾನೇಶ್, ಗಂಗಾಧರ್, ಗುರು, ಹರೀಶ್, ಮಂಜು, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ. ಈಗ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ನಡ್ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ?
Butt joint with the dowels.
With dowels. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ನೋ, these are there have proper bonding. Second is load transfer. So this is why it is called as dowel bars. Dowel bars. Another case like this, if it comes, what is there? Possible aitala? Like this it is possible. No, this is called as a tongue and groove joint. Tongue and groove joint. If tie bars, reinforcement bars are added, then it is called as butt type with tie bars. Butt type with tie bars. Now, second type of joint. See here, this joints theory question will definitely come in main exam. You understand this one? Fixed question is ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾರ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೊಳಗೆ. Okay, write a short note on joints coming under concrete. 10 marks, 15 marks. You have to explain the 4 types of joint. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ತಗೊಳ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. Okay. Okay, now see here, expansion joint. Basic concept understand ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. Whether during summer the concrete is going to expand little bit or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Everyone.
Yes,
See here,
sir.
suppose concrete is like this plain, no joints are there. Due to expansion, it will go like this, no? Possible aitela? Yes or no? The concrete will be
Yes.
expand like this. So this is very bad for concrete. So there will be cracks, there will be failure if nothing is provided. So that is why what they are doing, they are construction like this. This part is there and second part is there like this. Okay. In between, they are not putting any concrete, but instead of that, they are putting some rubber material or resilient material. So what will happen during summer or during daytime? If it expands, no, it will come here. Why? Rubber will get contracted. That is not a big issue. Rubber is not a big problem. It can be compressible. So this will also come like this. So there will be no bending like this. Okay, na? So during winter or during night season, again they are going back to their original position and the rubber will expand. So this type of provision is called as expansion joint. Whether this is an expansion joint which is provided in bridges, आप लोग कभी ब्रिज के ऊपर जा रहे तो थोड़ा थोड़ा झक 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 करके आवाज आता है, मालूम है क्या है वो?
Yes, sir.
Expansion joint.
That is called as expansion joint. That means some gap is left there. This is an photograph of expansion joint. Okay, na? So on that they have covered with some plastic material, not a big issue. But full depth it is not there. Full depth it is not there. That is called as expansion joint. Can you see that bridge has got expansion joint? What is this material? Whether it is a concrete or whether it is a rubber material.
Rubber.
Very good.
Rubber.
So this person is cleaning that one. Once it is cleaned, again he is going to put that rubber. But why? It can be compressed, it can be expanded. This is called as expansion joint. It's called as expansion joint. Okay, now next is generally for all things. For buildings also they will give, for roads also they will give, because due to temperature increase, there will be increase in the body. Okay, na? That cross section is appears like this. In this case, what is this white color patch? Can you tell me? This is the expansion joint diagram. This is one slab, this is second slab, like this. This is one slab, this is one slab, second slab. What is this portion here? What is this portion?
Open space
Answer.
for expansion.
Very good. Very good, very good, very good, very good. This is called as open space for expansion. If possible, you can put rubber. You can put rubber. Okay, na? So that is why it is written compressible filler. Compressible matlab kya hai? Rubber hai na? Okay, na? Like that. So apart from that, some bars may also be put. Some bars may also be put. Okay, na? Otherwise, just put rubber, no bars. No bars. This is an example of this one, expansion joint. Now there is one more term, contraction joint. Now you tell me, during fresh state of concrete and shrinkage is going to take place, correct? Everyone say something.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I'm noting down the names who are not giving response. Okay, I'm noting down the names. Seriously, I will deduct marks from your internal. Please give response. Okay, na? Don't sit simply idle. Okay. Now, you tell me, during shrinkage, cracks are going to come. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That cracks
Sir.
are coming anywhere. The cracks are coming anywhere. To avoid that anywhere cracks, so what we are doing, if this is a slab, we are making cuts intentionally. हम लोग जानबूझ के थोड़ा सा कट कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा कट कर रहे हैं. क्यों? जो भी श्रिंकेज हो रहा है वो इधर ही होने दो उसको. जो भी क्रैक्स आ रहा है उसको इधर ही होने दो. हम लोग उसको अच्छा सा रेप्लिकेट कर सकते हैं. मगर if it comes here, we are not able to do, no. So that is why we are cutting some portion of the concrete like this. Okay, na? By hacksaw. So that type of joint, to avoid shrinkage cracks, is called as contraction joint. Or what is it is called as here? Can you tell me what I am marking there?
A dummy joint.
Dummy allada. Dummy joints allada. Dummy joints. Okay. So these are called as dummy joints. So can you see the depth of that cut? Whether it is full or whether it is only at the top? You tell me.
Only at the top.
Very good. It's called as only at the top. That is called as a contraction joint. If you see
At the
this
top.
diagram, you will understand. You will understand. Okay, na? Where is that contraction joint? Yes. This person is making some cut in the fresh concrete. Do you agree or not? You tell me.
Yes, sir.
This is a
Yes.
fresh concrete.
Yes,
He is
sir.
very good, very good. I need response like this. This type of cuts they are intentionally making. Why? Cracks should not come here. Should not come here. If at all they want to come here only. इधर ही आओ, बाहर मत भागो. Okay, like that they are going to do this one. Now, next type is isolation joint. Now here you see this diagram. You see this diagram. Okay, na? This is the roof. What is this? This is a roof or slab. This is a column coming from top to bottom. Means what? From second floor to first floor it is going. Second floor to first floor it is going. See here, during temperature increase, this slab may bend like this. This column may bend like this. So to avoid different type of expansions, to avoid different types of expansion at the intersection of different elements, we are providing what? Expansion joint. उसका मतलब क्या है? इधर हमको कट करके ओपन छोड़ रहे हैं पहले, और ओपन होने के बाद इसमें थोड़ा थोड़ा रबर डाल रहे हैं, रबर डाल के इसको सील कर रहे हैं. स्लैब उसको एक्सपांड होना है तो होने दो, नो प्रॉब्लम. कॉलम को भी एक्सपांड होना है तो होने दो, नो प्रॉब्लम. So these type of joints which isolate one element with other element, are called as isolated joints. What they are called as? Isolated joint. Okay, na? General gap is 10 to 12 mm. General gap is 10 to 12 mm. See, this is a typical plan. So inside there is a column, outside there is a slab. So this much open cut they have left. This much open cut they have left, and after that they are going to put what? Rubber or some resinous material. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
ये फायर
sir.
रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ, हाँ वेरी गुड. फायर
sir.
रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ कंक्रीट क्या है? जब कोई बिल्डिंग या कंक्रीट को आग लगता है तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा ही होगा ना. What will happen during high temperature, 300 degrees Celsius temperature, concrete's surface is going to crack, and that temperature will pass on to steel bars. Temperature is going to pass on to steel bars. अगर स्टील बार्स को टेम्परेचर देने से वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा या एक्सपांड होगा? कोई बताओ.
Expand.
Answer.
इट विल गोइंग टू एक्सपांड. अगर अंदर कंक्रीट, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, अंदर कुछ एक्सपांड हो रहा है तो कंक्रीट के सरफेस में क्या आएगा? कैन यू टेल मी? So obviously if steel bars are expanding inside a concrete, so obviously it is creating some pressure on the surface. So what will come? Cracks are going to come. So that is why concrete has to be very, very resisting. Freezing and thawing I have already explained. What is happening? In fresh concrete, water molecules will be there. Negative temperature, water is converting into ice. Ice volume is large, so that it is going to create pressure on the surface. So the crack will come. So this is called as the freezing and thawing. Freezing means negative temperature, ice crystal, and positive temperature, water is coming. Okay, na? So like that it is called as the freezing and thawing. To avoid this phenomena, we are going to add air entraining admixture and proper maintaining temperature. We should not make that concrete to go below 0 degree. That is the precaution you are going to take. Okay, na? So that is why we are creating what? Air entrant admixture we are adding. So air bubbles will absorb that additional pressure. Air bubbles will absorb that additional pressure. See here, अगर concrete जो है 4 hours, just before 4 hours है, तो fresh ज्यादा रहता है, या फिर 36 hours हो गया प्रिपेयर होने के बाद, कौन सा fresh ज्यादा रहता है?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Very good. So now in 4 hours, volume change is more, or 36 hours के concrete में volume change is more?
4 hours.
हाँ, मतलब
4 hours.
जैसे जैसे वेरी गुड वेरी गुड, जैसे जैसे कंक्रीट फ्रेशनेस ज्यादा है तो आइस फॉर्म ज्यादा हो रहा है, इसके लिए वॉल्यूम ज्यादा हो रहा है. जैसे जैसे कंक्रीट धीरे धीरे हार्ड होते जा रहा है, पानी क्या हो रहा है, वाटर इज बिकमिंग consumed by cement. Water is consumed by cement for hydration. So that is why you don't see ice crystal. Do you agree with this point or not? Fresh concrete, more water is there, so ice formation is more, and that is why volume increase is more. After 36 hours or after 10 hours, the water is consumed by cement for hydration. So water availability for ice forming is less. So you get what? Less ice, so that you are going to get less volume change. Is this point clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Moisture movement, very simple. No, if any subgrade is giving water to concrete, it will expand. If subgrade is full dry, it will absorb from concrete. So that is why, to avoid moisture movement, a thin plastic sheet is placed. Thin plastic sheet is placed. वाटर अंदर आने से क्या हो जाएगा, बल्ज हो जाएगा. पानी कंक्रीट से if it is going outside, it will get shrink. So this is called as moisture movement. We have to control this. Okay, na? We have to control this. Transition zone, I have explained it so many times. It is phase where aggregate is meeting with cement paste. It is the phase where aggregate is meeting with cement paste. This zone is called as the transition zone. Already water accumulation is there, so bleeding is there. So what is happening there? Already minor cracks are there. Once it is loaded, this concrete structure is loaded. So what is happening there? So that transition cracks are there. They are going to become bigger and bigger, and the concrete is going to fail. This is about a transition zone. बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस, आप देखा है ना, कंपाउंड के आजू बाजू में प्लांट्स रहने से कंक्रीट अच्छा रहेगा या क्रैक होते जाएगा?
Crack.
It will crack, sir.
It will crack. Why? Because the roots of the trees are penetrating inside the concrete, so that cracks are going to come. And what is structural deficiency? Explain करे ना, आपका रोड का स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए 40, आपका कंक्रीट डाल रहा है M20, so concrete is going to be failed or it going to be success?
Fail.
Fail,
Very good. It is going to fail. This is
Fail.
very good. It is called as a structural deficiency. मतलब आप जो डिजाइन करना चाहिए था उतना नहीं कर रहे हैं. Second case, if in a column as per the design 6 bars has to be placed, 6 bars, but you are a contractor, you are placing only 4 bars, so 2 bars is going into your pocket. Okay na? So now what is happening? Concrete is strong or weak?
weak.
Weak. So this type of weak concrete is going to get cracked later. So these things are called as what? These things are called as what? Can anyone tell me?
Structural design deficiency.
Design deficiency. Very good. Structural design efficiency. Now we are going to learn very important, that are chemical attack cracks. Cracks due to chemical attack. Okay na? Now you see here. You see here. Oh, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Can you see these all the things? What is happening here? These are aggressive environment. Concrete is washed away. Columns have been rusted, corroded. Steel bars are exposed. What happened to here? Some chemicals have attacked this structure. Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now can
Yes,
you see, can you see this example, this photo? What is happening? Continuous seawater is acting on this one. So concrete is washed away, rusting is taking place. So everything is damaged and this pier will fall down one day. Okay na? So sulfate attack, uska matlab kya hota hai? Can you tell me? Sulfates are generally present in groundwater, rainwater, seawater, sewage water. ये क्या कर रहा है? Sulfates are combining with C3A. What is C3A? Can you tell me what is C3A?
Calcium aluminate.
What is
Tricalcium.
Ah,
Tricalcium.
aluminate. Very good. What is happening here? that sulfate is combining with C3A and forming one bad product. That bad product name is etrignite. It is called as etrignite. What it is called as etrignite. And etrignite's volume is very, very large compared to its original. Okay, na? Initially C3A is like this much. When this sulfates present in soil water will attack C3A, it will become etrignite, and etrignite's volume is this much. Etrignite's volume is this much, approximately double. So what will happen to concrete? Expand again akkada munde cracks ಆಗ್ತದಿಲ್ಲ?
Expand. Crack.
It is going to become cracked. So that is what happened here. So that is what happened here. So this is sulfates are attacking concrete. Slowly it is bulging, and whatever things it is bulging cracked, and it is falling away and washed away. Falling away and washed away. Can you see this flow chart? Bigger one. Shall I make it bigger? Now is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just to follow my voice and my cursor movement. C3A present in the cement paste or bogies compound. CaSO4, calcium sulfate. This is called as calcium sulfate or magnesium sulfate, present in rainwater, soil. Okay, na? Soil, rainwater, sewage water, sea water. That is the calcium sulfate attack. And when water is also there, all the three things will combine, and what is happening? C3A is becoming etrignite. It is becoming what? Etrignite. And etrignite's volume is very, 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 very large. And again that etrignite is combining with again C3A, forming calcium monosulfo, whatever. I don't want to tell that one. And that product, in short, we call it as etrignite. It's called as etrignite. So what is happening here? In this phase, this etrignite is bulging. Last में क्या होता है? Cracks. What is happening here? It is going to form cracks. Is that okay for everyone? How that sulfate attack is there?
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood or not understood?
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Understood, na? See here, in sea water also, sulfates are there. Sulfate, that is one simple chemical, baba. SO4, calcium sulfate, CaSO4, magnesium sulfate, MgSO4, Akash sulfate, AKSH, SO4. और क्या क्या सल्फेट आता है? हरीश सल्फेट, मनोज सल्फेट, मुत्तु सल्फेट, सब सल्फेट्स आता है. Don't worry, okay na? So those sulfates are attacking like this, underwater, above water. So you are seeing the cracks washing away that one. Can you see this one? Yes or no, Baba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. This is a molecular picture enlarged. Slowly from the surface, that sulfates are entering here, and it is combining with C3A, and it is bulging, and this is going to be cracked. Simple. Sulfate attack. Sulfates from the soil, water, rain water, any water, combining with the C3A, forming the gypsum. Again, it is combining with C3A, forming etrignite, which is very, very double volume and bulging and cracking and concrete failing. Simple. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, not okay. Okay, not okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Simple.
Yes, sir.
Very
Okay.
simple. See, very good. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಾಲು ಕುಡ್ದಷ್ಟು ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ನಮ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಸುಮ್ ಕುಂತ್ ಬೇಸರ ಆಗ್ಯದ ನಮಗೂ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ, ಏನಾರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿಪ್ಪ. Okay, no problem. Now here what is happening here? That same using formula. What is here? This is CSH gel. Don't worry about all those things. Just see, relax. Okay, na? This is an sulfate. What sulfate? Calcium or sodium sulfate? It is sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate combining with these things, combining with C3A, forming what? Etrignite. Forming etrignite. If you don't understand, leave it. No problem. You just concentrate. NaSO4, Ca, etrignite, like this, simple. Okay, na? Like that. Can you see the bigger picture here? The calcium sulfate attack has taken place. Okay, na? That is called as also seawater effect. So what is happening here? Continuous seawater is hitting, and washing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir. Yes, sir. You don't remember this formula, not necessary. Just remember sulfate, C3A, gypsum, again a trigonite. Simple. That's all. Okay? So, bas. How to control this sulfate attack? Simple steps. Use sulfate resisting cement. And about this cement in module 1, I have explained. Use good quality concrete. Use air entrainment cement mixture. Use pozzolana cement. Use high pressure steam curing. These are some of the methods to control the sulfate attack. Whether this is clear for everyone, say with full Josh.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good, very good.
Sir.
Very good. Alkali aggregate reaction explained in the module 1, correct or not? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆದ್ರೂ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? Do you remember?
No, sir.
Do you remember or not? Alkali aggregate reaction or alkali silica reaction.
No, sir.
Baba, simple. Alkali is present in cement. Silica is present in aggregate. Reactive cement, reactive aggregate. Reactive alkalis, reactive silica. So when these two are reactive and combine, the reaction is called as alkali silica reaction. What it is called as alkali silica reaction or alkali aggregate reaction. And one gel is forming, and that gel is called as alkali silica gel. And that gel's volume is very, very large once it is forming. Once volume is increasing, what you can see? What you can see on the concrete structure?
Cracks.
Very simple. We are studying cracks only, no? So cracks are going to see. Can you see the microstructure of that alkali silica? So this is that gel, which is bulging. Okay, na? So how to control that one? Use non-reactive aggregate, low alkali cement, reduce the cement content, use the pozzolana. Okay, so these are some of the things to control alkali aggregate reaction. Okay, na? Can you see enlarged picture here? That gel is forming here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That gel is making that concrete to.
Yes, sir.
This picture is very clear. Yes or no? You tell me now.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
This,
Yes, sir.
very good. This is what
sir.
aggregate pieces or aggregate small aggregate particles. This is cement. So when these two are combining, that gel is forming like this. That gel is forming like this, very bad. Okay, like that, very bad. Can you see here another forming of gel? ಮುತ್ತು ಪೂಜಾರಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಜೆಲ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ನೀನ?
Yes, sir.
ಈ ಜೆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಜೆಲ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ? ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆ, ನೀ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಯಾವ ಜೆಲ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ?
ಅಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ
ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಜೆಲ್. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಅಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಜೆಲ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಜೆಲ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ? Acid ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the harmful acidic. Which are the acids which generally present in the ground where concrete is there? Okay, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. What exactly they are doing? See here, see this diagram. See this diagram. This is a cross section of severe pipe. ये जो चरंडी का पाइपलाइन होता है ना, वो चरंडी का पाइपलाइन है. Okay ना? We are discussing attack of sulfuric acid. So that is why we are calling it as sulfuric acid attack. ये जो सीवियर में है, H2S गैस आता रहता है, मालूम है? H2S, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड. Yes or no? Hydrogen sulfide gas is liberated in severe pipe, and that gas is combining with that moisture and forms sulfuric acid. And forms what? Sulfuric acid. And this sulfuric acid will start reacting with this concrete pipe, inside concrete pipe, and it will burst or it will crack. This is called as acid attack. Can you see the severe pipeline that water is attacking this ground? I will show another picture. Now, can you visualize this is a round pipe, this is inside of a pipe. See here how that sulfur oxide is there, H2S gas. H2S gas, which is liberated from the kachara and all, from all those things, what is that? Biodegradable material, which is combining oxygen, which is combining with moisture. What it is forming there? Can tell me? What is that?
H2SO4.
What is the name of that compound? H2SO4?
Sulfuric acid.
Very good. H2SO4 is nothing but
Sulfuric acid.
sulfuric acid. And that acid is attacking.
Sulfuric
So that is why, very good, very good, very good, very good. That is called as acid attack on concrete. Okay na? Now can you see? हाँ, अभी आपको अच्छा सा समझ में आ रहा होगा. Yes or no? पाइपलाइन दिख रहा है, ये जो चरंडी का पानी, गटर का पानी दिख रहा है, इसमें SO4 है, ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल है, H2S है. जो H2S जो है ना, H2S गैस, वो ऊपर जाके ऑक्सीजन के साथ कंबाइन होकर अपना क्या बन रहा है? H2SO4, sulfuric acid, and that sulfuric acid is depositing here. So this is called as sulfuric acid attack. So everything is clear? Yes or no? This is another example. Wastewater, can you see? H2S is going above, H2S is going above, H2S is going over, oxygen is there, moisture is there. So this is where sulfuric acid attack is taking place and the material is collapsing there. Okay? This is an actual photograph of inside that sewage pipe. Can you at least now understand how that acid attack is taking place? Can you tell me? कंक्रीट हंसदा के पाइप नया पाइपलाइन ऐसा रहता है क्या? क्या ये यूज होके एसिड अटैक होने के बाद ऐसा बना है?
सर यूज आ गया गिरना.
यूज आ गया. Yes, very good, very good. After this acid attack, the inside of that pipe is becoming like this. But this is, I think, new pipe. This is new pipe, so that is why still that color is there. Okay, na? Now one more diagram. Can you see this manhole chamber? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This manhole chamber is also attacked by that sulfuric acid from the surface. So that is why this is happening. Okay. Yes. This is about acidic. Concrete in seawater. What is happening in concrete in seawater? That water is coming and hitting that one, so making that one into diffusion. What is this chloride? Chlorides are present in seawater. Yes, na? Chlorides are generally present. Now, in the last class, I have explained about carbonation. Yes or no? CO2 is playing IPL with the CaOH2. Okay, is playing IPL match with CaOH2, which is a product of hydration and forming one beautiful IPL match that is called as calcium carbonate. And this calcium carbonate is volume is less. So that is why this is called as carbonation shrinkage. In the previous class only I have told. Yes, carbonation shrinkage. So if the grade of concrete is less, more carbonation will take place. If grade of concrete is very good, less carbonation shrinkage will take place. That is all. Chloride attack. What do you mean by chloride attack? Chloride attack is nothing but chlorine chemical present in seawater and comes in contact with concrete. Okay, comes in contact with concrete. And inside concrete, there is a steel bar. Okay, there is a steel bar. And generally, in the beginning, this steel bar has one protective coating, which we call it as oxide coating. Protective oxide thin film. Protective oxide thin film is there in the beginning when it is good condition, and chlorine in presence of seawater or water, it will slowly enter into the concrete body. It will wipe out that oxide film. Once that oxide film is gone, that steel bar will act as one electrode. And the process is called as electrochemical cell, or the process is called as electrochemical reaction will start. So what is happening? Steel bar acting as an electrode, one part is becoming anode, another part is becoming cathode. Okay, now in the anode, steel means Fe, no, ferrous, no. So Fe plus plus ions are going above. I will just make it enlarged. Okay, now listen carefully. This is very, very interesting. From anode portion, Fe plus plus ions are going above, and from this electrolyte solution, which is nothing but moisture, oxygen, and chlorine. Moisture, oxygen, and chlorine. Moisture means water. From electrolyte solution, the electrons are absorbed here. One side electrons are absorbed sorry, one side these electrons are absorbed and going like this, and one side ferrous ions are liberating, and these ferrous ions in combining with OH plus ions, Fe ions plus ions combining with OH minus ions. Where that OH minus ions are there? Here. Are you understanding? Fe plus plus ions which are coming out from anode, and from the electrolyte there will be OH minus ions, and when these two combine, what you can get? You will get what? Can anyone tell me?
Ferrous hydroxide.
Very good. It is called as ferrous hydroxide. Okay, now this is called as ferrous hydroxide. This will again combine with oxygen, and again it will combine with oxygen, make this compound. This is called as ferrous oxide. Ferrous oxide. This is ferrous hydroxide. This is ferrous oxide. This we call it as what? Just now written, no?
Rust.
This is itself rust. Ferrous
Rust.
oxide itself is called as rust. Very good, very good. And this rust's volume is very, very large. No, the same thing. Anything new compound is forming, its obviously volume is higher than the original volume. If that volume is higher and higher, what will happen?
Bulging will take
And after bulging, what will happen?
cracks.
Very good. So that is what we are calling it as corrosion of steel, chloride induced. मतलब इसका मेन कारण क्या था? ये स्टार्ट होने के लिए, सबसे स्टार्ट होने के लिए मेन रीजन क्या था? कोई बता सकता है?
Chlorine
हाँ,
reaction.
very good. Chlorine is destroying oxide film which is present on the steel bar. Okay, na? Destroying that bar in steel bar. So that is called as this one. So that same theory just now explained. Don't try to remember all those things. So at anode, Fe is becoming Fe plus plus, that is positive ion, free electrons. And Fe plus plus is combining with hydroxyl ion. Very good, very good. Ferric hydroxide it will form. And again, this ferric hydroxide is combining with water and oxygen. What it is forming? Can anyone tell me?
Ferric
Ferric
oxide.
oxide.
And this is called as,
Ferric oxide.
and this is
Rust.
called as, this is called as rust. This is called as
Rust.
rust. Very good. Okay. So like that it is open. In cathode reaction, how that hydroxyl ions form? Oxygen plus water plus minus electrons. Electrons, water plus oxygen, they are forming hydroxyl ions. Okay.
Hydrox.
That's what. Very good. Very good. I'm very happy today because people are interacting very good. Okay. Na? So can you see this one? Initial stage of rusting just now started. So what is happening here? Cracks are developing now because rust is forming on the surface, so that it is bulging, dhum. How that dhum will come? Like this, separation of the layer will come. Can you see that separation of layer? Total surface is itself fall down. Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That total surface
sir.
itself is fall. Okay, now just see these diagrams. This is another diagram for your understanding. Okay, now this is iron bar. Okay, now see, just simply sit and enjoy. Moisture is there. What is this bad thing? Chlorine. What is this bad thing? Chlorine. So chlorine, when it comes in contact with the steel, oxide film gone, Fe plus plus ion, FeO2 will come, Fe2O3 will come, FeOH will come, so rusting will start place. Another good diagram, just for your understanding, whatever just now explained, that's sufficient. Steel bar, electrons, movement of the electrons, this is the movement of ferrous ions, so once that ferrous ions are liberated, next immediately it will combine with OH minus, later on it will give what? Ferric hydroxide. So like that you should understand. Okay na? Another diagram, simple, the same thing. Cathode, anode. In the anode, Fe++ ions. In the cathode, electrons will be absorbed. Okay na? Like that. Can you see this another diagram? Yes. Chlorine is acting on the steel bar, which is removing the oxide film, so that OH minus ions are there, water is there, hydroxide is there, H2O is there. And what this brown color you are seeing there?
Rust.
Deposition of the rust. This is the actual diagram of
Rust.
that rust. Okay na? Actual diagram of that rust. Okay. Everything is clear. How to control that one? Use
Yes,
good
sir.
quality cement. Use less water cement ratio. Proper mix design. Use pozzolana cement, supplementary material, some metallurgical method, such as some strong alloys can be prepared. Use some corrosion inhibitors such as nitrides, phosphates, benzonides. Coating of reinforcement with paint, with zinc, with red oxide. Okay ना? De-rusting, जो भी rust हुआ है उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा remove करते जाओ. Phosphating, okay, applying that phosphate layer. Cement coating, steel bars को भी cement coat किया से वो rusting आसानी से नहीं होता है. Sealing, cover that concrete with sealing products so that chlorine will not enter. Okay. Another is the fusion bonded epoxy coating material applied on steel bars. Is that okay for everything?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Galvanization means what? Application of zinc. Correct or not? If steel bar is dipped in zinc, then we call it as galvanized reinforcement. What is cathodic protection? I will just tell using this diagram. Cathodic protection means like this: original concrete, original steel bar. आप थोड़ा याद करो, Fe++ आयन्स जहां एनोड होता है वहीं पे Fe++ आयन्स होता है ना. अग्री हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अग्री हो रहा है ना?
Agree, sir.
नाउ यस
Agree, sir.
एनोड के पॉइंट से Fe++ आयन्स जा रहा है, कैथोड के पॉइंट से वो इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑब्जर्व हो रहे. मतलब इतना समझो, एनोड इज व्हाट हैपनिंग प्रॉब्लम. ओके ना? Now, to avoid rusting of this bar, engineers will insert another bar, additional. Now they will give current to this one such that it is acting anode, and our original bar, which is taking a load, will act as cathode. Now, which is anode? This is an anode. So where Fe++ ions are going to come? Here
Anode.
or here?
It will transfer to the anode road.
Anode. Okay. Whatever problem is going to come, that will come to here. This will be protected. So this type of protection is called as cathodic protection. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubts in the testing, in the concrete cracks and chemical attacks?
No, sir.
No. Everything is clear.
No, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾರ ಹೇಳ್ರಿಪ್ಪ.
Almost clear, sir.
ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಏನು ಮತ್ತೆ something
Clear, sir.
is left?
Clear.
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ यार 100%. ओके. टेस्टिंग आपको कॉलेज में लैब में देखा है क्या? कंक्रीट लेबोरेटरी कभी गया है अंदर? हमारे जैन कॉलेज में कंक्रीट लैब को कोई देखा है क्या?
No, sir.
देखिए सर,
हम्म? अरे बाबा, बीएमटी लैब से उधर जाके एग्रीगेट्स लेके आता रहता है, ओवन लेके आता रहता है, वो क्या है, कौन सा लैब है वो? कौन सा लैब है?
Concrete lab,
वही,
sir.
हाँ वही तो कंक्रीट
Concrete,
लैब है।
concrete.
ओके ना? उधर देखा है कि नहीं, क्यूब्स रखा है, सिलेंडर्स रखा है, बीम्स रखा है, यस और नो? हैव यू सीन ऑल दोस थिंग्स और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
yes sir,
ओके, हाँ, लाइक दैट,
yes,
वेरी गुड। नाउ in the starting we have seen what are the destructive test, what are the non-destructive test. Destructive test means dt, non-destructive test means ndt, non-destructive test. डिस्ट्रक्टिव मतलब क्या है? वो एक कोर कटिंग मशीन लेके उसको ड्रिल करके सैंपल लेके लैब में टेस्ट करते हैं ना, उसको बोलते हैं डिस्ट्रक्टिव। नॉन डिस्ट्रक्टिव मतलब सैंपल वैम्पल कुछ नहीं लेके आते हैं, वी डोंट कलेक्ट एनी सैंपल्स फ्रॉम देयर, we directly take instruments there. Some method, indirect method, these are called as indirect methods, which are used on the surface, on the concrete surface, and we get the results. Why we are doing these tests? You tell me first thing. आप कोई भी टेस्ट कर रहा है, बीएमटी लैब में ब्रिक्स का टेस्ट किया, बीएमटी लैब में वुड टिम्बर का टेस्ट किया, क्यों कर रहे थे आप लोग? Why you were conducting those tests?
To
To
find the strength.
understand the
To
behavior
know,
of
to know the strength.
Very good. This is the exact point. To know the strength of that material, we are conducting the test. Now here also, we are conducting the test to know the strength of the concrete. To know the strength of the concrete. Now, what do you mean by compressive test? In the last class, we have seen, no, the cubes are like this. We are applying forces like this. Yes or no, Baba? In the last class, everything we have.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
Sir.
using compressive strength, we can compare it with flexural strength. We have seen graphs, no, like this. So many graphs are there. If this is the compression strength, if you plot it like this, you will get the flexure or tensile strength. This one is already studied. So for concrete, compression strength test is very, very important. Why? Because from compression test only, strength, that is whatever we obtained, that can be interpreted for tensile also, flexure also. ಅಂದ್ರ ಬರೇ ನೀವು ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸಾಕ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್, ಚಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಸ್ ಲಿಂದ ನೀವು ಏನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು? ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು, ಟೆನ್ಸೈಲ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು, ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನೌ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್? ನೋ,
yes, sir.
yes,
Yes,
this
sir.
is, these are called as molds. Molds ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. this plate can be separated and it can be used clamp. Here clamps are there. Can you see the clamps, nut and bolt arrangement? When you go to the next time lab, you see these things are there or not. Okay, ask Burma. Okay,
yes sir,
okay. So this is the mold for cube concrete. So this is the cube. So from this you are going to get like this. What is the standard size of this? 150 mm by 150 mm by 150 mm. Okay na? So 15 centimeter by 15 centimeter by 15 centimeter. Okay. Okay. Now this is what beam type of sample. Beam type of sample. So what is that size? 15 by 15 by 50. This is 50. The length is 50. And the cross section is 1515. So this type of sample you are going to get, beam sample. So this beam sample, you are using it for compression or bending? You tell me. Simple logic.
Bending.
Very good, very good. I am very happy. I am
Bending.
very happy, very happy. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬರೀಪ್ಪ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತ ಸರ್? ನಾ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ. ಅವತ್ತೊಂದಿನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಚಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅಣ್ಣ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾ ಒಮ್ಮೆ. ಏನಂತೀರಿ?
ಬೇಕಾತಿವ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗು ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾ ರಮೇಶ್ ಅಣ್ಣ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಓಕೆ, ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ತಿಂಗಳದ ಪಗಾರ.
ಸರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಓಕೆ ನಮ್ದ?
ನಡೀತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಏನೋ
ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ನಮಗ್
ನಾವು ಬರ್ತೇವೆ, ನಾವು ಬಂದ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಬರ್ತೇವೆ ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಕೂಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವತ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಲರ್ನ್ ವಿತ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಲರ್ನ್ ವಿತ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಕುಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದ IPL ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಯಾವ ಬಾಲಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೂ ನೆನಪೈತಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್.
ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸರ್.
ಏನತ್ತ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬರವಲ್ ನಿನ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್.
ಹ್ಞೂ ರೀ ಸರ್.
ಅದೇ ಅದೇ ಅದೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ದ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಹೇಳನ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಹೇಳನ್ರಿ, ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟು कौन सा कंक्रीट, कब आया था कंक्रीट, आप कौन है, ऐसे पूछते हैं. ओके ओके ओके, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड वेरी गुड. Beam sample, cube sample, these two are for concrete. This is the cylindrical mold, this is also concrete. Now you tell me whether it is a concrete or cement mortar paste.
Cement.
Very good, it is only for cement.
Cement.
For cement, cement, sand, water. This is cement, sand, aggregate, water. Okay na? So like that. So now this one size is 7 by 7 by 7, half of this one. This is 15 by 15 by 15. This is 7 by 7 by 7. Standard, these are all standards. Okay na? So that is what here we have written. Okay. Molds, which material? These are generally made up of steel, cast iron, mild steel. Okay na? So what is the procedure? ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು? ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೇಯರ್ ಬೈ ಲೇಯರ್, ವೆದರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ one time or layer by layer you are going to put?
Layer by layer.
And layer by layer, and each time you are giving very good, each time you are going to give compaction using steel rod. Okay na? Compact, or else you can use vibrator. So once that is compacted, you are going to keep it in 70% humidity. What is that? 70% humidity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? 70% ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ? In that room 70% is having water vapor. When there is a less water vapor, during winter or during summer, you tell me. Water vapor, no, water vapor in the air or in the atmosphere is less during winter. Why? During winter all it is condensed and it is on the ground. Okay na? So that is why no water vapor in the air, so that is why it is taking out some moisture from your skin. इसके लिए वो वाटर वेपर उधर कम है बोल के आपसे स्किन से वो अब्सॉर्ब कर रहा है. So that is why you get cracks, you get skin cracks. But during summer temperature is more, but water vapor is also more. That is why you don't get cracks, but you get sweat. Sweat is due to increase in temperature. This point is clear? So that is why they have to keep that in 70% humidity. Humidity is nothing but presence of water vapor. Presence of water vapor. पानी का जो भाप रहता है ना, वो कितना है उसको बोलते हैं ह्यूमिडिटी. ಕನ್ನಡದೊಳಗ ಆರ್ದ್ರತೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದೊಳಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಆರ್ದ್ರತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀರಾವಿಯ ಕಣಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಆರ್ದ್ರತೆ, ನೀರಾವಿಯ ಕಣಗಳು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆರ್ದ್ರತೆ. ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ is more, then high humid, more humid. If water vapor is less, then it is less humid. Now you tell me why you want to keep that concrete in more humid condition. You tell me. Now you are an engineer, now you should tell me what will happen if you keep that in less humid condition. सोचो सोचो, इंजीनियर बनो, इधर ही है इंजीनियर का सोचने का.
Will comes more time.
नो 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 नो, अभी अभी तो एग्जाम.
Shrinkage.
Very good, Shruti na, your name is?
Yes, sir.
I will give 2 Ramesh Anna canteen snacks. Okay, 2 times I will give. Okay, very good. अभी अभी जो मैं बताया था, विंटर में ह्यूमिडिटी कम रहता है, इसके लिए वो आपके स्किन से अब्सॉर्ब करता है. सेम थिंग इज अप्लाइड हियर. व्हेन ह्यूमिडिटी इज लेस, then water vapor is absorbed from which?
From concrete, it
Yes.
will absorb water vapor.
Cotton.
Once that concrete from the concrete water vapor is absorbed, obviously cracks are going to come. So that is why you are going to keep that in more humid condition. That is called as at least 70% humid. At least we are calling it as 70% humid room temperature, 27 degree plus or minus 2 degree. Okay, na? So once that is kept in 24 hours, important thing, before concrete putting, you want to apply some oil, no, grease and oil. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
हाँ,
sir.
क्यों? क्योंकि वो स्टिक नहीं होना है बाद में कंक्रीट इजीली रिमूव करने के लिए. So everything is kept for 24 hours in room. After 24 hours, you remove these molds. Yes or no? You dismantle these molds. And what you will get? You will get what? Only these cubes. Only these cubes. ये लेके कहाँ पे डालना है? Cubes लेके जाके after removing from the mold, where you want to put?
Curing.
Curing tank. Very good, very good. So that is why I made this dotted lines. Okay ना? So there is a curing tank. BMT के लैब के पीछे है कि नहीं एक छोटा सा टैंक पानी का? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, that is what
Yes,
curing
sir.
tank.
Yes,
उधर
sir.
ही cubes उधर ही रखे जाते हैं. So once that is kept there, after 3 days you take samples and test it in CTM. After 7 days you take some more sample, test it. Like that you are conducting test on 3-day curing, 7-day curing, 14-day curing. Like that you are going to test. So at which load it is failing, that load divided by that cross sectional area is nothing but your compression strength. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
What is this machine? Have you seen?
CTM,
CTM.
CTM. So here only what they have kept here?
concrete block.
Bricks.
Who is
Brick
operating
blocks.
this machine? Who is operating this machine?
Hiremat, sir.
Hiremat, sir.
Hiremat sir, Hiremat sir. Okay, very good, very good, very good. So once that is the lever is applied, slowly that will come. Okay, na? So here some additional plates are there. Some additional plates are there. Okay, so breaking load divided by that cross section area will give compressive strength. So curing, I said 70%. No, extremely sorry. That is 90% humidity and room temperature 27. How many days? 24 hours. Okay. Failure आपको टेस्ट करना है. So how to conduct load by cross sectional area. That is what. ಪ್ಲೇಟನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಪ್ಲೇಟನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾರ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, क्रैक्स ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾವ. अगर आप अच्छे से इधर टॉप एंड बॉटम प्लेट्स ठीक से नहीं रखा ना, क्यूब करेक्ट से टेस्ट नहीं होगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्लेटन इफेक्ट. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्लेटन इफेक्ट. ओके, व्हाट इज दिस फ्लेक्चरल स्ट्रेंथ? फ्लेक्चर मतलब ऐसे जो बीम है ना, ऐसे ऊपर डालने से ये कैसा ऐसे होगा. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
This is called as bending. This is called as flexural. So when you applied the load like this, it is going to fail. When you start increasing load 10 to 20, 20 to 30, the final sometime it is going to break. No. So that load divided by some formula is there. That load divided by some formula is there. That will give which strength?
Flexural strength.
Flexural strength or
Flexural
tensile strength. Okay, na? So here we have two types of arrangement. This is that beam specimen. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now
Yes,
pay
sir.
attention. Here at only one point this load is applied and again it is going to bend like this. Fracture will come at exactly at center because load is at the top. Fracture is definitely going to come here only. Fracture is definitely going to come here only. Okay, na? Bottom side of this one. So load is maximum at this position. Obviously bending moment is maximum in this position. So crack is going to come in maximum bending moment area. There only it is going to come. For this one type of formula is there. On this formula is there. Now this is called as the third point loading. What exactly they are doing is at only one point they are not applying load like this. At 2 points they are applying equal loads. At 2 points on this specimen, they are applying the equal loads. How? By applying load at here. Correct no? ये जो है ना, इसको उठा के इधर रख दिया तो ऐसा दिखेगा. अगर इतना ये जो पीस है ना, इसको लेके आके इधर रख दो, कैसा ऐसा दिखता है?
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no?
Yes,
Now,
Yes,
now,
sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ, now अभी देखो, ये जो नहीं था ना पहले डायग्राम में 2 पॉइंट हो रहा था, मगर इधर लिखा है ये 3 पॉइंट, थर्ड पॉइंट. इसके लिए कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना है करके मैं इधर का ये जो है what happened?
Nothing, sir.
Then why you are laughing?
No, no. It was not there, but you placed it, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, very good. So that is why it is called as a third point loading. Okay, that is why it is called as third point loading. Okay. Now it is 2 point. Okay. So crack is going to come not exactly at center, in somewhere in this region it is going to come. Now you tell me, crack is going to come at the top surface or at the bottom surface? That at least you should tell me. ये प्रज्वल है.
Bottom, sir.
Bottom only. When you load applied is at the top, crack is going to come at the bottom. ನೀವು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಟಿಂಬರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಮನ್, ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟಿಂಬರ್.
Yes, sir.
ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು? ಸೈಡಿಗೆ
Yes,
ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ಮ್ಯಾಲ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು? क्रैक कहाँ पे आया था? वो टिम्बर में ऊपर आया था, साइड में आया था?
Bottom, sir.
Bottom, no? So similarly here also the crack is going to come at the bottom. Now exactly here, no. Exactly here, no. It will come anywhere in between this. So for this, bending moment diagram will be like this. For this, I am drawing. Okay, I will draw like this. Bending moment, how I will draw like this. Have you seen this type of diagram in timber also? Bending moment. ಏ ಬಾಬಾ, ನೀವು ಟಿಂಬರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಮನ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ರಿಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗ, BMT ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ದಾಗ? ಏನು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು BMT ಲ್ಯಾಬ್? Okay, forget it. So bending moment for this type is coming like this. So maximum value is in this zone. So crack may come anywhere in this one. What is this one? If anything is cracked here, if anything crack is coming here, from here to here, that is called as A. That is called as A. That is the distance of the crack from the support, from this support. So this distance is called as A. Normal is depth, that is no problem. And each point, each distance is L by 3. L is divided into 3 times. So L by 3, L by 3, L by 3. So all the values are L by 3. Yes or no? This is also L by 3, L by 3, L by 3. For this, crack is going to come here. For this, bending moment diagram is like this, triangle. For this, it is going to be an inverted trapezium. So maximum bending moment is at this tip, so crack is going to come here. But here maximum bending moment here, anywhere crack will come here. Okay na? So this is about 2 point loading, 3 point loading, central point loading. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now center
Yes,
point, center point loading will always give high strength. Third point loading will always give lower strength. This is one comparison. Okay na? For any any depth of a beam, if you conduct central point loading test also, 3 point loading test also, which strength is giving higher? Always the center point or 1 point. 3 point loading strength is always coming lesser. Always coming lesser. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Which type of loading is this one? Center point or 3 point?
3 point.
3 point.
3 point.
3
Okay,
point,
na? This
3
is
point,
3
sir.
Okay, na? Okay. Crack is going to come here like this in any region. Okay. Okay. This is a schematic diagram. You can draw it later. Procedure, everything is clear. You are going to keep it there. Okay. What is this formula? You tell me now. For what you are going to calculate? This is called as flexural strength. It is called as flexural strength. What is P? Failure load. What is L? L is the length of the specimen. What is B and D?
Breadth and
Breadth
depth.
and depth.
Breadth and depth. L is called as effective length. L is called as effective length. This is applicable, okay, when A is less than 20 centimeter, and this is where A is more than 20 centimeter. What is A? I have just now told. What is that A?
Distance from support to the crack.
Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, very good. Okay. Now, have you seen this type of test in the last class?
Yes.
Try
sir.
to remember. कौन सा टेस्ट बोलते हैं इसको?
UDL test. UDL test.
UDL or split tensile, correct?
Yes, sir.
We have seen this diagram, yes or no? The
Yes.
something is going to crack like this, correct or not? So this will fall here, this will fall here. Yes or no, Baba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆನ್ಪು
Yes, sir.
ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. Load is applied on a generator. It is called as a generator. मतलब क्या है? Vertically UDL is applied throughout this vertical line on the top surface, and same thing, reaction, that reaction is there, no? That reaction is also generated. So only here, only at this portion, only this small portion, there is a compression. From the bottom, only for the small portion, there is a compression. So this may be D by 6, sorry. This depth, for how much depth? That may be D by 6. What is D?
Diameter.
Very good. It's called as diameter. D by 6, D by 6. From top and from bottom, that is under compression. The remaining things from here to here, this all thing is in
Tension.
tension. Very good. Is all the thing is in tension. Very good. Can you see now? This is P, this is P. This is a point of interest from the top to D by 6 compression, bottom to D by 6 compression, and remaining thing is in
Tension.
tension. Very good. Okay, na? Very good. How to calculate the formula? What is that? Vertical stress, this formula. Horizontal stress, which we are interested. Horizontal stress, which we are interested. This is that formula. Is that okay? Where
Yes.
P is the load, L is the length of that cylinder,
Yes, sir.
D is the diameter. D is the diameter. Okay? So that is the one thing. Okay. Core test we have seen, no? That drilling machine is there, getting that core sample, and you are conducting test. Okay. Advantage, disadvantage of core cutting. Can you tell me? If you are cutting something from the existing thing, whether that structure is good, will be good, or will have some fault? कोर कटिंग, आपका घर का स्लैब से कुछ पीस कट करके लेके जा रहे टेस्ट करने के लिए, आप अलो करेंगे?
No, sir.
No, sir.
That is what the problem, that we are calling it as structural integrity is lost. Structural integrity is lost. And also samples may be of small length, big length, while carrying they may break. All the things will have the disadvantage. Okay, na? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. Any doubts in the three tests, compression, flexure, and split tensile? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
And all these were destructive or non-destructive?
Destructive.
All these are destructive type of test. All these
Destructive.
are destructive type of test. Okay, na? Now you see this one. In NDT, there are so many things are there. Surface hardness, rebound hammer, penetration and pull out, dynamic vibration, combined method, radioactive method, magnetic method. All these are called as indirect method. First and very important, what is this?
Surface hardness method.
Surface hardness method or rebound hammer. I will just show this rebound hammer. whether this is called as rebound hammer? Yes. अभी देखो ये इनडायरेक्ट टेस्ट है, इसमें कुछ भी आप लेके नहीं जा रहे या फिर ब्रेक नहीं कर रहे। ये एग्जिस्टिंग जो स्ट्रक्चर है, दिस इज एन एग्जिस्टिंग वॉल कॉलम बीम। सो दिस ये जो पीस है ना, ये जो पीस है ना, इसको बोलते हैं रिबाउंड हैमर। दिस रिबाउंड हैमर हैज गॉट दैट नीडल हियर, नीडल नहीं बोल सकते, वो प्लंजर बोल सकते हैं, प्लंजर। इसको पुश करते हैं, पुश करने से ये जो है ना ये अंदर जाएगा, ये अंदर जाएगा, और धीरे से छोड़ते हैं। छोड़ने के बाद दैट विल कम बैक हियर, दैट विल कम बैक हियर। मतलब इसके ऊपर एक स्केल है। ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। देयर इज अ स्प्रिंग, there is a mass attached to that spring. When it is compressed, this spring is also getting compressed. When it is released, ठचक करके साउंड आता है, you will see. Okay, शशांक सर के पास है ये, चेक कर, फोन लगाओ, शशांक सर को पूछो कैसे करते। When it is released, that reader is there, no, reader will also move with this spring. कॉमन फेनोमेना है ना, प्रेस करके छोड़ने के बाद वो एक्सपांड होगा ही होगा। यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
हाँ, so there is a small scale, there is a reader. रीडर मतलब वो पॉइंटर जैसे रहता है, वो पॉइंटर भी मूव होता है, और जहां पे वो आके रुकता है ना, वो नंबर आपको नोट डाउन करना है। दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रीबाउंड नंबर, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द रीबाउंड नंबर फॉर दिस सरफेस। ओके,
Yes, sir.
सिंपल, इतना ये आधा कहानी है। दिस इज अ हाफ स्टोरी। नाउ rebound hammer can be tested for this vertical, it can be tested horizontal, it can be tested inverted also. Okay na? Now this rebound number whatever you have got, no, that has to be calibrated. Okay, there is some graph, there is some graph, one side there is number, one side compressive strength. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? ऐसे एक कोई एक लाइन है, वो ऐसा एक लाइन है, ठीक है ना? अभी आपका नंबर 42 आ गया समझो, ये 42 पॉइंट को इधर से ये लाइन को मीट करना है, ये लाइन को मीट करके इसको ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट करना है। व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट? correct only from rebound number and graph, by checking in the graph, rebound number से ये लाइन को मीट होके ऐसे हॉरिजॉन्टली इसको आ गया। ये स्केल में क्या है? what is there?
Crushing strength.
Very good, it is a compressive strength. crushing ಅಲ್ಲೋ compressive ಅದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ rebound hammer ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ we can indirectly measure its strength, indirectly measure its strength. Now one small thing I want to tell, if the surface is very strong, good, hard, the scale will move farther, scale will move farther. If it is very dull, if it is very cracky, inside there is some cracks are there, voids are there, then scale will not move that much, it will come here only. That means what you can understand, compressive strength of the voids concrete is less, compressive strength of the
Yes.
dense concrete is more. Okay, this point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this is testing, and this is during that pressed position. So here when wall is there, no, that position is like this. Okay, can you see the scale here clearly?
Yes, sir.
And on this only graph is also mentioned here. Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay, from directly by noting down the scale and referring this graph, you can tell what is the compressive strength of this wall. ये कितना इजी है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, वेरी इजी,
Yes, sir.
हाँ वेरी इजी। सो स्केल भी है, ग्राफ भी है, उसको रेफर करके आप इजीली बोल सकते हैं compressive strength. Now this is schematic diagram that you should draw it in the exam. Concrete surface, this is that reader, reader और rider क्या है वो? Okay,
Rider.
rider. This is called as that mass, springed mass. Here spring, वो प्रेस करने के बाद, छोड़ने से बाद ये आके ऊपर जाएगा, ये आके ऊपर जाएगा। अगर देखो ये सिंपल है, इधर स्ट्रांग है तो ज्यादा फोर्स रिपल्स हो जाएगा, करेक्ट और नॉट? ये सिंपल लॉजिक है। स्ट्रांग है तो ज्यादा फोर्स, तो ये स्केल जो है ये ज्यादा तक मूव हो जाएगा, so it will go longer distance. If it is very weak or empty space, this spring will not push this much because there is no force is there to push this one, because void has used that force. Okay, there is no reaction, so that is why this rider will go lesser distance, so this is called a scale. Okay, can you see this diagram? He is pressing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na, he is pressing. Okay, so like that. So these are the different positions. Initial stage, so where this position is there, correct na? Once it is pressed, so it will come here like this, correct or not? So that is shown here. In this one. So that is being pressed, correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Once it is pressed, third step is the releasing. रिलीज क्या हो रहा है? ये जो स्प्रिंग हो रहा है ना, ये धीरे धीरे मूव होते जा रहे हैं. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the simple mechanics of this one. And do not remove while releasing. That probe should be touching the surface. ये प्रेस करके छोड़ने का नहीं, ऐसे धड़क करके. Okay, so that one is important here. Another diagram. Now is it okay? This diagram, how that spring is compressed and it is released. So scale is moving above. Okay, forever. Okay. Now this is another diagram which is already there. Spring, mass, rider, scale. Okay, these things are very important. You should draw. See here, on 99% chance is there, this rebound hammer. Okay, can you see the graph here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? This is the rider scale, how actually it is there. Okay, this is then another same thing. Okay, same thing. Can you see the arrow marks here when it is pressed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When it is released, ठचक करके sound आता है ना? Where is the spring position here?
It's going back.
It is going back, so that it is also taking which? Rider. Which is taking rider and it is moving.
Rider.
Okay, very good. Okay ना? Whether this now very important. अभी एक बताओ, एक ही पॉइंट में टेस्ट करना है या अलग अलग पॉइंट में टेस्ट करके उसका एवरेज लेने का अच्छा है?
Average will be give accurate value.
वेरी गुड.
Average.
अगर आप एक ही जगह पे कर रहा है, if there is a steel bar inside, then it will give higher result. If there is by mistake some small point is wide, then it will give very less result. Then it is not good. So you make a grid 10 by 10 or 20 by 20 centimeter. So in each grid you take the readings and take the average. Simple, correct है ना? So you should take that one. Okay, how that person is taking that one. On that one also graph is already there. Okay, so you can test it for vertical surface, you can test it for inverted roof, you can test it for horizontal slab. Okay na? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in any position you can take, but inclined you should not take. Like this you should not take. Okay, only perpendicular
surface.
only perpendicular to surface is correct. One more thing, what is this? There is no graph, there is no scale.
Digital.
Very good, Shruti, very good. This is a digital rebound hammer. Directly it is giving the values. Okay na? Is that point clear? Okay, so this is hardness test using rebound hammer. I will show that graph. This is that graph. What is written in the y-axis?
Compressive strength.
And what is written in the x-axis?
Compressive strength.
Rebound number.
X-axis?
Rebound number.
Rebound number.
If you
Rebound
got a
number.
30 as your rebound number, just take it like this. Simple, no?
Yes.
So here, these things are there for hammer horizontal and some other graphs are there for vertical. मतलब क्या है? दोनों graphs को दिया है. Okay? दोनों graphs को दिया है. Okay. Now what is this penetration test? How to get the strength using penetration test? I will just show this diagram. इसके लिए मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा डायग्राम कलेक्ट किया है. थ्योरी तो ठीक है, ओके ना? इफ यू आर लिसनिंग टू द क्लास देन इट इज वेरी गुड. थ्योरी तो बाद में पढ़ सकते हैं. पेनेट्रेशन टेस्ट, देखो बाबा पेनेट्रेशन टेस्ट इसको बोलते हैं विंडसर, क्या बोलते हैं, विंडसर प्रोब टेस्ट, दोनों एक ही है या, विंडसर और प्रोब टेस्ट और पेनेट्रेशन टेस्ट। ये क्या है बाबा, पिस्तूल है,
Gun like structure.
गन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर नहीं, गन ही है वो, ओके गन है। ये क्या बोलते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं पिंस, these are called as pins, okay, these are called as pins. Now what that person is doing, shooting that pin is loaded inside, correct? Pin is loaded inside. Now he is shooting that one, he is shooting on the surface. Now you tell me, after shooting it will appear like this, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
ऐसे जाएगा ना अंदर, वो थोड़ा
Yes, sir.
स्ट्रांग ढंग से जाएगा।
Yes, sir.
Now, हाँ थोड़ा अभी बताओ, whatever is penetrated one thing and whatever remaining is what it is called as, इधर ही लिखा है ना बाबा,
Exposed length.
हाँ एक्सपोज्ड लेंथ। ये पिन के जो है ना, ये पिन है ना, whatever is exposed outside the surface you can easily measure, correct? You can easily measure. Now you tell me, these are called as probes, हाँ। कंक्रीट स्ट्रांग है तो पिन ज्यादा अंदर जाएगा या कम अंदर जाएगा?
Come.
Sir, come.
ಕಮ್ ಅಂದರ್ ಜಾಗ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪಿನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ?
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಲೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಲೆಂತ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೋರ್, ನೋ? So like this, if it is a surface,
Yes, sir.
if this is a original pin, if concrete is strong, only it will go like this, correct? So that time you will get exposed length more, exposed length more. If concrete is very weak, very weak, then concrete penetration will be more, correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct? And exposed length will be very less. Exposed length is very less. Now depending upon the exposed length, you can measure that exposed length, and this exposed length is correlated to strength of concrete. Exposed length is correlated to strength of concrete using graph, using chart. Simple है ना experiment?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Now
Yes, sir.
again these things have to be done at only one place or in a grid form, you tell me.
Grid form, sir.
So how many pins have been shot here? Can you see here?
8.
7.
7, 8. That means what? You are taking the
7.
very good, very good.
8.
That is, we are taking the average of that exposed length, and exposed length is correlated to the strength of the concrete. Now you tell me, if exposed length is more, then concrete strength is
More.
more. Very good.
Less. More.
Okay, you see this diagram. If exposed length is less, then concrete strength is
Less.
very simple. इतना ही है experiment. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Can you see that Windsor probe test? He is shooting that probe pin. Okay, na? Shooting that probe pin. Can you see that experiment now clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
These are called as probes or pins, steel pins. Okay, this is the measurement of that one. Okay. Can you see this bigger diagram clearly now? Graduated scales are there.
Yes,
You can
sir.
measure that one. You can have exposed length. You can have a exposed length. This is also another diagram. Exposed length. Okay, na? This is damaged zone. Okay, how these pins are appearing? How these pins are appearing? Clear this experiment?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
This experiment
Yes,
is
sir.
clear. Now,
Yes, sir.
okay, that is called as penetration test. Now here is here. Exposed length, compressive strength. Using this line, if exposed length is increasing, and what will happen to the strength? You tell me.
Increases, sir.
Very good. इतना ही simple है. You note down that exposed length. You use this chart. Just take the compressive strength. Simple. If exposed length is very less, then you should understand it is a strength is very less. Simple, no? ये पुल आउट टेस्ट क्या होता है? पुल आउट टेस्ट, ये देखो, आई विल जस्ट मेक इट एनलार्ज ना। अभी कंक्रीट में ऑलरेडी जब कास्टिंग करते हैं ना, इतना पोर्शन अंदर डाल दिया उसको, ये जो पोर्शन है ना, ये आई विल जस्ट अरेंज, डोंट सी दिस वन, ओके ना। हाँ, कैन यू सी दिस डायग्राम हियर, स्मॉल डायग्राम?
Yes, sir.
कैन यू सी दिस डायग्राम? नाउ जब कंक्रीट हम लोग करते हैं ना, कोई भी चीज हो, रोड हो, ब्रिज हो, डैम हो, कोई भी एलिमेंट हो, उधर हम लोग ये ऑलरेडी डाल के कंक्रीटिंग किया है, मतलब इट इज एक्टिंग एज वन स्ट्रांग बॉडी। यस और नो? नाउ यू टेल मी.
Yes, sir.
ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಗತೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಿಂದ ಇದು, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ?
हाँ सर.
हौदा? पुल आउट
Yes, sir.
टेस्ट, पुल आउट टेस्ट में क्या होता है, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन पुल आउट टेस्ट इज देयर इज एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट, दिस इंस्ट्रूमेंट is fixed to this handle at the top, so that means something is exposed, okay ना. कास्टिंग ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಅದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗ ಹಾಕಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, सब कुछ अंदर नहीं डालते हैं, जो उसका थोड़ा हैंडल रहता है ना ग्रिप के लिए, उसको थोड़ा बाहर भी रखते हैं. इज दैट ओके? To this exposed gripped element, this instrument is fixed. This instrument is fixed, and slowly force is applied to remove this thing. To remove this thing. Now you tell me, कंक्रीट स्ट्रांग है तो फोर्स ज्यादा चाहिए या कम चाहिए उसको रिमूव करने के लिए?
More,
ज्यादा.
More. हाँ,
Sir,
सिंपल
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ.
है ना. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅದನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನ ಕೈ ಒಳಗಿನ मोबाइल इस्ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ स्ट्रेंथ ಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? आपके दोस्त के हाथ से मोबाइल छीनने के लिए आपका दोस्त स्ट्रांग है तो ज्यादा फोर्स चाहिए, आपका दोस्त वीक है तो कम फोर्स चाहिए. The same phenomena is used here. Same phenomena. What is that same phenomena? If concrete is very strong, then more force is required to remove this thing. What experiment we are calling it as?
pull out method.
Pull out. We are pulling out that thing. Okay, na? More force. That force is again correlated to your pulling. Sorry. That force is written in x-axis, and what should be written in y-axis?
Compressive strength.
Compressive strength. Very simple. Whatever force you are measuring, no, that force you correlate to this graph. Just check how much is that compressive strength. If force is required more, then obviously its compressive strength is more. Simple. So this is that embedded piece. Like that it is there. Okay na? So this force is taken outside. These are nothing but stands for that instrument. I will show the real picture there. Whether this diagram is more clear? This diagram is more clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
This is that embedded piece. We want to remove this one. Okay. This is also in this vertical diagram. Okay na? So here that piece is embedded. We want to remove this one. There is an instrument coming like this. So that stand is like this. I will show this one. Can you see now this diagram? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
Yes, sir.
What are this?
Stand.
So
Stands.
during pulling this center one, the stands will feel force like this, correct? How do you? आपका दोस्त को पुश करके आपके हाथ से मोबाइल खींच रहे, तो आपको दोस्त को पुश कर रहे ना. सुनो बाबा, ये देखो, ये आपका दोस्त है, ठीक है, ये आपका मोबाइल है उसके हाथ से, तो आपको दोस्त को पुश करके आपका वो हाथ से मोबाइल खींच रहा है. यस और नो?
Yes,
You tell
sir.
me. So that is why
Yes, sir.
those things have been shown arrow mark like this. ये जो है ना pushing force on your friend, but pulling force on the mobile phone. Is it shown like this? Is that okay? Same thing. The pushing force and this is the pulling force. Okay. So after removing that one, how it is appearing? Can you see that drilled hole? That removed piece. So all the concrete which has got taken outside. Okay. Na? Can you see now clear picture? Can you see that clear
Yes, sir.
picture now? There is a
Yes,
piece
sir.
which is inside. There is a piece which is inside. So that groove and all they have fixed. These two are the stands. So slowly by rotating this arm, he is applying pulling pressure. He is applying what? Pulling pressure. So that pressure is noted down in this dial gauge. That pressure is noted down in this dial gauge. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everything is clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see this
Yes, sir.
rotating is going upward and like this it is removed. Like this it is removed. Okay. This is at site. This is at a site. So this portion is already embedded inside that concrete. So that person is fixing something and applying the stand pressure. Slowly that pressure is removed. Slowly that thing is removed. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. This another two tests are there. Shall we take tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today enough?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Enough
sir.
or not enough?
Sir.
Enough,
Enough
sir.
or not enough?
Sir, enough, sir.
Enough or?
Enough, sir.
Enough.
Enough. Tomorrow we will complete this module. Okay, tomorrow it is going to be completed. Only two tests are there and two problems are there. Two problems are there. So tomorrow you require calculator. Huh? Okay. Just give your attendance.
Okay, sir.
Attendance by writing your name and USN both. Any other things you want to discuss?
No, sir.
Okay, then you can leave the meeting. Thank you very much. If anything you want me to ask, you can ask.
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Take care of your
Bye,
health.
sir.
हाँ आराम ಇರಪ್ಪ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಡ್ರಿ
Yes.
Okay, sir.
ಓಕೆ ಬಾಯ್
Sir, sir. Bye, sir.
ಬಾಯ್
Okay, sir.
ಓಕೆ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್